Hey y'all, what's up? So today I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial for one of my favorite makeup looks. Sorry. It is my first video on YouTube, and ignore my dog in the background. He's just squeaking on his little toy. So today is my first video on YouTube, and I'm really nervous, but I'm also really excited. So let's get started. Now, today I've already moisturized and primed off camera, but just so y'all know, this is the moisturizer that I use. It's the L'Oreal Paris Active Daily Moisturizer, and it's for all skin types. And this is the primer that I use. It is ELF Hydrating Face Primer. And yeah, so I did that off camera like I just said. And now today I'm going to go with my little baby Sephora sample because I'm too cheap to buy a big one. It's foundation. It's my Becca Ultimate Coverage 24-Hour Foundation in Olive. And I'm just going to take a little dab of that on my pinky, about that much or so. And I'm just going to smear it on my face. And just so y'all know, my mirror is literally right there, right above the camera. So if I keep going between here and down there, I'm just looking at my mirror and make sure that I don't look stupid. And so I'm just going to take this brush. It is a Real Techniques sculpting brush, but it's just so thick and dense and fluffy that I just use it on my foundation. And so I'm just going to do exactly that. I'm going to blend out my foundation with this brush. And as you may be able to tell, my cheeks are really, really red. And that is because I have something called rosacea. So basically, you know that big face that you get when you run a mile? Like, you get real sweaty, you get real hot, your cheeks get real red. I basically just look like that 24/7. So that's my fun fact of the day. And I mean, what are you gonna do about it, you know? So I know that a lot of you gurus might get really upset at the way that I'm holding this brush, or that I'm even using this brush, because I know it's not supposed to be used for that. But rest assured, it ain't gonna be streaky, and this is why. Because I'm done with foundation now, so I'm gonna go in with my ELF concealer. I bought it at Charming Charlie's for like $2, and they were having a sale, so. And this is in the shade Apricot Beige. And I'm just going to take that, rub it, make big old triangles underneath my eyes. Do a little X on my chin. Little dot my nose, and then a broken triangle kind of thing. I don't know about you guys, but for some reason this little sign always reminds me of like Illuminati. I don't know. I'm just weird. And so I'm going to take this little beauty blender. And yes, it's a little dirty on both ends, but it's alright. It's alright. And so I'm just going to take the butt end and start blending out my face, blending out my concealer. And for everybody who is so concerned about the streaks that my brush could have left, while I'm blending out my concealer, I'm also going to go and blend out my face a little bit. Blend out my foundation. Make sure that it mixes well enough with my primer to actually work. And most importantly, cover up all this redness on my face, all my redness, my discoloration. I had a lot of acne. I have a lot of acne scars. And so now that she is blended, we're just going to go in with my original formula, Airspun powder. And I'm going to take the little top sharp end, whatever you want to call it, of my beauty blender. Just going to dunk it and bake everywhere that we have concealer. Chin, under eyes, nose, and unibrow area, I guess. I tried baking and setting my whole entire face. It never worked. I have a really bad T-zone face, which means that my T, so my forehead, my camera shut off halfway through. Sorry. So my T, my forehead, my nose is really oily, and then the rest of my face is super dry. So my under eyes and my chin, I'm just putting it so that they don't crease throughout the day. And while we're letting that set, we are going to do our brows. I just gotta find the right brush because I am not organized. So we're gonna use this little brush and pop set. And it's the L'Oreal Soft Brown Eyebrow Gel. I got it at Five Below, so you know it's one of those like little knockoff brands or whatever. And so I'm just gonna stipple. I don't want to sweep. I don't want to take a lot. That is honestly how much I've used in the past month that I've had it. And so I'm just gonna do my eyebrows. And I start off by drawing the top line first, and then I go in and then I fill the rest in, and I give myself a little tail. I don't really like, I feel like this brow is fuzzy and this brow is all defined now. And I could be totally wrong. I could look like James Charles in 2015, but we all learn from our mistakes, right? Right. So if I do, then I'm going to look at this video 2 years from now and say, oh my god. Okay, so our eyebrows are done. They always say they should be twins, not twins, but sisters. And these bad boys are half sisters, but they're still in the sister realm, you know? Love sister brows. So, so now we're going to go in for our eyes. And today I'm really going to focus more on my lips than I am my eyes. So for my eyes, I'm just going to go in and I'm going to use my Wet n Wild Au Natural palette. And I'm going to use this little rose goldy shade number 5, because that's what they go by on this palette. And honestly, I'm just going to take this little mirror right here. And I'm just going to sweep this one shade all over my eye. I have hooded eyes and really chubby cheeks, so when I smile, my eyelids completely disappear. Completely, 100%. And I actually have like almost zero space between my eyelid and my eyebrow. And so I'm not really all that big of an eyeshadow person unless I'm doing something crazy for Pride or a festival or a party or something to that extent. And so that's all we're going to do as far as eyes go. Unless, if you want to get fancy, from this same palette, you could take this shade number 2, this glittery, almost white, but not quite. You can take that on your brush and just dab that in your inner corner. I'll usually highlight my inner corner just to make sure that my eyes don't disappear on my face, but you know, they're not biggest priority. But what I do like to do is I love liner and I love shadow. I love my lashes. I don't have any fake lashes put on right now, or else I totally would, but I'm just going to take this liquid liner. It is the Color Workshop liquid liner. I got it in one of those big packages that you get for Christmas or birthdays, you know, that kind of thing. So I'm just going to take that, line my eye, just one little quick swoop. And then I'm going to take my favorite mascara out of my whole entire kit, the Wet n Wild Mega Lash. It's in C139, it's black. And so this is what the brush looks like. It's real skinny, it has real skinny picks. But it works because I really try to focus on my under eyelashes and it gets them. Whereas bigger brushes just kind of smudge my makeup. Like that. But it's okay. It's alright. And you know why? Because it's going to dry and brush off when we brush off our setting powder. I also have contacts in, so if you just see me going like, it's because they're starting to dry up or they're gonna pop out or something crazy like that. And so now that we've done our brows and our eyes, we are going to take our kabuki, which I couldn't find for a minute, but it actually came in a little package with my beauty blender that I love so much. And I'm just gonna brush away the haters, brush away the powder. So we're gonna brush off the powder with our kabuki. Face is all set, all beautiful, all pretty. And now the real highlight, my favorite part, we're gonna do our lips. And so I love using liquid lipstick. It is one of the only parts that I use. And one of my favorites, it's cheap, it's affordable, it's the NYX Liquid Suede. This is in the shade 8. It's like a really bright, almost neon kind of pink. And so I'm just gonna swipe that on my lips real quick. You can see that it's actually really electric. There's no filters. It's basically almost neon. Okay. And then we're going to take this NYX Cosmetic Metals. NYX is my brand. NYX and e.l.f. baby. If they ever want to sponsor me, probably not going to happen because this is my first video, but I'm here for them. And so this is the NYX Cosmetic Metals in the shade 8. And I'm just going to take that, take the little applicator and just right in the middle of my lips. I'm just going to let that blend out. So that's blended out. And last but certainly not least, we're going to go in with some highlighter. So this is the Luminous Glow Liquid Highlighter from Beauty Treats. I also got this from Five Below. I believe it was $3. And it's really big. And you only need a little drop like that for each cheek. Less than that for your nose, you know, everything like that. And you will shine to the gods, baby. You will glow. If you hit the right light, you will glow so much. I can promise you. Five Below and Walmart, honestly, they got the best. I mean, I have a few things from Ulta, a few things from Sephora, you know. A couple things from like those big brands, but honestly, you don't need them. You don't need it because cheap makeup does the job just as well. And unless you have sensitive skin, then unless you have some kind of sensitive skin and you need to go and get special makeup, there's no reason to pay $50 for some that this $3 highlighter can do just as well, you know? But enough on a rampage. This is the finished look. So this will be posted on my Instagram that I have linked down below. And I hope you guys like it, and I will see y'all next time. Mwah. Bye!